Laser hair removal treatment seems to increase in popularity these days. The reason is simple: the method is efficient in taking care of unwanted hair. Not only that, if you have ingrown hairs which can be quite tricky to remove, laser hair removal treatment might be the best option for you. Without a doubt, ingrown hair takes a lot of time to deal with. Sometimes you might not even have the proper resources at hand to take a single strand of hair out, and the pain will react soon, even before you head on to find the second one. Just to begin with, they are often hard to spot due to their appearance. So, what is an ingrown hair? Do you have one? Let us begin with something simple. What exactly is an ingrown hair? How do you identify if you have one in the first place? Well, most people have figured this out already, but we'll fill you in with the details anyway. An ingrown hair is simply a hair follicle that is stuck under your skin because the hair is unable to push through it. There are a number of reasons which explain this, but mostly dead skins, oils, and dirt clogs are blocking the hair growth line, which eventually leads to ingrown hair. Ingrown hair can be painful and may cause real problems because it can't grow out. Instead, they grow sideways and can push deeper into your skin. At times, ingrown hair is trapped under the skin even before it leaves the follicle. However, there are cases where ingrown hairs grow out of the follicle and re-enter the skin. This medical condition often happens to people with naturally curly or coarse hair. Now, to find out whether you have ingrown hair or not, you might want to pay close attention to your skin. Ingrown hair does leave certain noticeable marks, like little red-coloured raised bumps on your skin. For the regular yet motivated prying eyes, this should not be a hard thing to miss. In other words, they often look like pimples. You might feel that certain parts get a bit itchy and sensitive to touch, so you want to refrain from touching them too much because it can get uncomfortable. Keep in mind though that ingrown hairs can grow pretty much everywhere as long as it's covered with hair. Areas that are exposed to shaving especially are most vulnerable, as these areas have short and coarser hairs. But to give you starters, perhaps you can get yourself prepared, so do pay attention to your face, neck, armpits, back and chest, or around the pubic area. Why bother removing them? What are the medical issues? Some researchers have found that ingrown hair may lead to a certain condition called a pylonidal cyst. Basically, it's an abnormal or weird pocket in your skin that contains hair or skin debris, which is disgusting indeed, right? A pylonidal cyst appears near the tailbone. And guess what? This condition is usually painful and typically requires to be surgically removed. While ingrown hair might poof out of existence on its own, the case is simply otherwise for a pylonidal cyst, so we better get them hairs checked, everyone. Additionally, ingrown hair may lead to a potential infection, since ingrown hair pierces the skin. It causes damage to both above and beneath the skin surface. You might want to keep in mind to remove them prior to getting any skin or health-related infection. Not only does future infection care tend to be pricey, but you might also want to start treating yours better. Remember, as the old saying goes, my body, my temple. So what happens if you decided not to do anything and just let ingrown hair be? Well, other than infection-related problems, ingrown hair may lead to skin imperfections, such as scars or discoloration. In other words, if your skin doesn't look healthy, then guess what? This could be due to ingrown hairs. The importance of ingrown hair can't get any more serious. Leaving them be could cause your skin to look unclear and unhealthy. The overall appearance of the affected areas may also change permanently. Why laser hair removal treatment? The treatment is mostly considered an effective and quick method of getting rid of ingrown hair. The reason is simple: the treatment targets your hair follicle and the root of your hair, instead of pulling single strands of hair that are not always effective in taking out the whole thing. Science works like magic in laser hair removal treatment. The laser used in the treatment is safe, and it targets your hair follicle and then burns it, therefore taking away its ability to reproduce another strand of hair. When the follicle can no longer grow any hair, recovery in the affected areas will take place. But keep in mind the treatment is not a silver bullet solution to your hair or ingrown hair problems. Some will only take 1 or a few sessions, but you might need some more. Specific to ingrown hair is the fact that ingrown hair is not simply a one-time production. It will continue to grow and pierce back to cause more skin irritation. So the issue at hand is that ingrown hair will keep on growing back while it's stuck underneath the skin. It will keep on growing below the dermis. This problem is just like any other Wednesday for laser hair removal treatment. The advantage of this treatment is the laser only needs a clear line of sight to the hair follicle and can eliminate ingrown hair on various parts of your body, while some might not be reachable for you in the first place. A few considerations for the boys. There are a few considerations for the gentlemen out there. Firstly, men have more hair due to their hormones. Typically, sex differences affect ingrown hair. For example, shaving and trimming for men may cause ingrown hair. This does not mean you can't grow or groom any beards or moustaches for the great look. You can, of course, but the problem often lies with groomed and short facial hair, which may lead to irritation. The same logic applies to the chest area. The shorter and more shaving it gets, the more likely instances of ingrown hair may take place. For the girls. As for the ladies out there, ingrown hair on your face is less likely to take place. Instead, women are vulnerable to having ingrown hair on their legs, underarms, and often the pubic areas. Main takeaways. The main takeaways perhaps led us to how to properly find ingrown hair. For both the boys and the girls, try shaving the area which you have suspected in the first place. After that, wait a few minutes and thoroughly check for any red-coloured pimples, skin bumpiness, or any sensitive spots. Simple treatments such as always shaving and cleaning areas with dead skin that builds up may also keep ingrown hair at bay. So have you decided to book laser hair removal treatment yet? Please like, comment and subscribe!